Well, good morning, everyone. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Truly is a glorious day, isn't it? First Sunday in Advent, and I hope that you were having a good weekend, and then if you got together with family, either via Zoom or in person, that you had a glorious day. I just can't get over the beauty of today, especially in contrast to yesterday. It was we're out here at the beach, and it was rainy and windy, and it's just amazing what all that produced in today, how glorious as the clouds parted. And it makes me think about the message for the first Sunday in Advent. If you are of a particular tradition where y'all go through the lectionary and start with the first Sunday in Advent, you know that it's a dark passage. It's talking about when the skies go dark, and Jesus is saying that, you never know when this is going to happen. You never know when the Son of Man will return, but just to be alert. And we've been talking about that a little bit lately, but it made me think that we have been going through some really dark and uncertain times, and it's easy to think it's going to be that way forever. But the imagery that the gospel writers would use, they would use certain literary genres to get people to really concentrate and to think and to realize that we are moving through something. I mean, scientists tell us that the universe is expanding. So there's this opening that's happening, and it requires us to be able to take stock in ourselves and to be willing to change. So I started thinking, rather than looking at all of this pandemic stuff as something that we just have to endure, as maybe it's something that gives us an opportunity for transformation. Maybe it gives us that opportunity to consider those places in our heart that need to be broken so that God can soften them and open them up. Now, I'm not saying that the pandemic or any of the hardships is a good thing, but all through Scripture we are reassured that life will be challenging and that we will go through difficult times. But just as strongly, all through Scripture, we are reassured that all will be well, and that we are going towards something, and we are moving in something that is beautiful and beyond anything that we could imagine. And so I think, rather than look at these texts today, talking about the skies darkening as being a prediction of terrible things, it's a reminder of the things that we go through, we don't go through alone. And also, two things that came to my mind this morning, and one of them was begin with the end in mind. I read that in an organizational book about 20 years ago. Now, I can't say that it helped me to get organized. If you ask Tom, he will definitely say no, but it is something that pops in my head every once in a while. When I'm starting something, I want to think about where am I going with this? And I think that was what Jesus was trying to tell the disciples and us today is, where are we going? Where do you want to go? What do you want your life to look like? And what are the things that matter to you that you want to hold on to? And what are the things that are necessary to let go of in order to go where you want to go? So I think that's one thing that we can think about through Advent, be intentional about. And the other one was something that a counselor told me one time that has been so helpful also. And it is invest in the process and be open to the outcome. Isn't that beautiful? If you just concentrate on what is before you and kind of leave your palms open for possibilities instead of deciding for sure what you want the outcome of your Thanksgiving holiday to be, or your Christmas to be, or your year to be, or even your life. You have a general direction of where you want to go, but leave open the possibilities for God to surprise you. So these are just my few porch thoughts this morning in the midst of a weekend at the beach, and I pray that you are doing well and that you are reminded that you have been wonderfully and fearfully created by a God that loves you more than you can imagine, and that in the love of Christ you have been redeemed. And in that power, that same power of love, we have all that we need to go forward, to be open to what God has for us, and to be willing to have the courage to participate in both the dark days and the glorious days like today. God bless you, and go in peace.